Hi, my name's Ilma and welcome to my channel. I've been posting Christian blogs for 10 years now. Today I'd like to share Psalm 65 verses 9 to 13. And here's God's word. You visit the earth and water it. You greatly enrich it. The river of God is full of water. You provide their grains, for so you have prepared it. You water its furrows abundantly, settling its ridges, softening it with showers, and blessing its growth. You crown the year with your bounty. Your wagon tracks overflow with abundance. The pastures of the wilderness overflow. The hills gird themselves with joy. The meadows clothe themselves with flocks. The valleys deck themselves with grain. They shout and sing together for joy. Psalm 65, 9 to 13. And here's my blog. I wrote a poem based on the verses. God's bountiful provision. O Lord, for all your provision and love, we are grateful. You always ensure that your creation stays bountiful. As I watch the river flows, I am reminded of your power. I am amazed as I behold the fields of crops and flowers. You clothe your meadows with herds and flocks of animals. What a joy to behold all your many ways of sustenance. You provide for all your people's nutrition and needs. Even their spiritual food you never fail to give. Thank you for all that you make available for your creation. Let us never take for granted your generous provision. Reflection. Why is counting our blessings a way of thanksgiving and worship to the Maker of all things? As we live in this very corrupt world, it is very easy to be distracted with things that are part of the system of the world. Wars, division, pandemic like what we have right now. And it's not hard to forget what we are given. And my country of origin is the Philippines, and back there you don't have that much that we have here now that I'm in Canada. And there are times that I forget that I used to have not much, unlike when I was back there in the Philippines. And when I look at the vast space, when I moved to Canada, the first thing that struck me was the space around. Everywhere you look is space. And we're not given that much in the Philippines because we're one on top of the other, all the buildings, all the houses. All the people are one on top of the other because the whole Canada population will probably be just in our city, in the capital. So it is, I think I was more thankful when I had less rather than when everything is given to us. But now that I have become a Christian, there's a book that changed my life when I was in my 20s. That book is entitled The Power of Positive Thinking by Norman Vincent Peale. I wasn't a Christian then. I didn't know that he was a Christian. But that book was a turning point in my life because I was a very whiny person. I would always complain because I went through a lot of traumas. And in that book, I learned how to keep a thank you diary. At first, I didn't know what to thank for. And through the years, up to now, I'm still doing that. So that's a good So I must in my 20s, 40 years of counting my blessings, having a thank you diary, because that changed my attitude. So gratitude changes your attitude. It stops you from complaining. It stops you from counting what you don't have, but start counting what you already are given. So when we count our blessings, it is a form of worship, because when we count our blessings, we recognize that somebody gave it to us. It's not something that we made for ourselves, that we gave to ourselves. The fact that we are actually giving thanks is an acknowledgement that it didn't come from us, or that that we don't that we're not just entitled to it, because entitled people don't know how to thank, because they think they deserve it. But thankfulness, counting your blessings, is giving God the glory. It's giving Him the focus that it's not just about the gift, but it's about the giver. So a lot of times we forget the giver and we focus on the gift. And this psalm is such a good reminder for us to dwell on the things that we usually take for granted, especially like here in Canada. It's so easy for us to just focus on our lives, on work, and getting everything that we want, or getting everything that sometimes I cringe at watching, like, how many people have car in their driveway. If there's like an average of 2 or 3 cars or more in Canada, and if you think back in the Philippines, people don't have cars. We just walk, or we go ride the jeepneys or the buses. So I encourage you to keep a thank you diary. It's a way of thanking God, because it's a way of also changing your perspective about life, because once you count your blessings, you will be amazed at how much God is providing for you. Thanks for watching. I hope you check my website at ilmaarts.com for artworks, photographs, and a copy of this blog. And I hope you subscribe to my channel on YouTube so I could make more videos for the Lord. Thanks for watching.